Hey guys, how y'all doing? This is more kind of a video for those that have been through MK Ultra, the satanic ritual abuse, or think you may be or have, however it is for you. You can take like the bad things you went through and alchemize it. You transmute it into something such as, it could be you telling your story, like on YouTube, a video channel, or you writing, uh, movie or a book or whatever that is for you, right? Um, like I said, you can do, a blog, a podcast, whatever, and put your story out there, even if you're going through it. You see, um, it's like an evidence or proof log of the things that you went through. Um, like I had marks all over me. I was like 99 pounds. I was literally dying when they attacked me. It was, really bad. And things like that. Anything that you go through, you can, make it a part of your story, doing videos, as well as show, like things you've been through. And don't let people stop you. You just keep going. Your story is your story, right? Something else. Okay, pornography is a really bad thing because that's what they use to groom people. It's how they, can groom men much more easier because look, when it comes to sex, their brain shuts off. The male brain shuts off. That's a part of, science, okay? Um, these people that want to control people, they know this and they use that as well as they use it as a humiliation ritual to the women or whoever it is that they're doing it to. There's sick ones involved that are pedophiles, they do that to children. They're sick. So, as well as something else, if you're someone that thinks that, oh, well, this is what, men need in order to, you know, be functional or something like that, look, y'all, if they're having a problem with that, that may mean that you're not the right, how can I put it, you're not the right gender for them, okay? They may have a secret there, okay? Um, because, yeah, that's not something that they should need, you know? But it's not a good thing. It's what they use to groom, not just children, but they do it to adults. I mean, they turn people into children by, you know, barbarically melting their brain. That's what they did to me. Okay? I mean, they burnt my mouth filter, everything. It was just all, you know, they erased the memory, so you have trouble, especially with words and speaking, because that's where they attack the most. Because that's their thing. They want to keep, the truth from getting out. So they're out to stop the truth any way they can while people are, doing their best to whistle blow and speak and tell what's happening because they feel an urgency to, right? But there's certain things that we may have been doing as, well, this is part of how it is and da da da, that end up being very detrimental and cause, generational curses and things that just keep going on and on and on, which is what these dark people want for them to stay hidden. So if we can all, heal and come out of that, that's what's going to help. And it's going to help so that people can see who these people really are. And that's why, you choose to heal your chakras, find out what that is. What is ascension? If you don't know, what these words are, go look them up, find out about it because it's extremely important and it's life changing. And anyone that's been through something, even if it seems like now, oh, there's no way I could come out with that. Man, I never thought I could sit here and do, a video, you know. But I've been doing it ever since, I believe it was 2020. Um, yeah, December 14th. I've been doing this for quite some time. And, still haven't given up. This was a matter of I had to keep going, you know. I just had to keep going. Too much at stake, you know. And they're about doing anything they can to delete words and to keep you from saying this, that, or the other, because it's what brings them down. And because they're found out, everything is about image, you know. They wouldn't have to worry so much about it if they were truly good, honest people, you know. But I wanted people to know, and oh, by the way, there's frequency music that is alchemy and transmutation. You get into these frequencies in the music for what it is that you're, looking for, or, you're healing, like this chakra, this, and again, you want to start at the bottom, work your way up, okay? But it helps to really clear things up. It helps you to heal. I mean, they literally had, done a lot of damage to my brain, and I've healed from that. Not, all the way perfectly, but I've come a long way, a long way, which, I mean, it's just how much they have put me through. And like I said before, I am just one example of what they do to people. And the best thing you can do is to choose to heal so that you're not a victim of it, so you don't, fall into the traps, because if you know the signs, then you know what to look for. You'll see it. You'll absolutely see it. And it wouldn't, you know what I mean? It wouldn't, how can I put it? It wouldn't escape you. You would know it when you saw it. And that's what these people are afraid of. That's what they're afraid of. Their biggest fear is people knowing, because once they know, they can't hide in the shadows anymore. By the way, the very beginning of Peter Pan, the old one, the Disney movie, he's sitting there sewing a shadow onto him, because it's not his shadow. Him, in this never want to grow up thing, you have to look at that in a dark way to kind of understand. They like to have what they look at as children or somebody underneath them that they can, delete their brain and get them, do what they want, and then they put their karma on them, and instead of healing themselves. That's what they fear. They just have no comprehension, They just don't get it. It's not until they pay for what they've done does it eventually start that rolling, that process. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that, y'all. All right, y'all, take care, and think seriously about this, so that you and anyone else that you love doesn't go through this, or helps someone that's going through this out of it. It would be better to know, because it is, that wisdom, it truly is power. If you know it, then someone can't do it to you or someone you care about, because you would spot it. All right, y'all, take care.